Hey, what's up? Just letting you know that I got me a new motor. Well, it's not brand new, but the guy took a video of it and showed it to me, and it does work and everything. And I already paid for it, and hopefully he'll be able to bring me the wiring harness tomorrow. And that way, it'll be one less thing I have to worry about. And I'm gonna give him 20 bucks for that. But I had to give him the thing for the. His has a reverse neutral forward lever, and I'm gonna have to get that fixed to where it'll stay on, but I can still put it on. It's just I want to make it more secure. But here's what I've got so far. I've got the tires. I just hadn't put them on yet, and I still have them. And I ordered the jack stands, and then when I jack it up, I'm gonna take the tires off, go get them done, and then hopefully, if I have the money, buy the brakes, the brake pads for the front and the back. But what I really want to do before I do that, well, I still probably need them, but I want to make sure that there's no leaks or nothing, because if there is, then I'll just go ahead and buy a new brake system. And I looked at the rotors, and they look pretty decent. You know, if you look at that one looks pretty decent. You know, the front, you know, they look pretty decent too. You know, I don't know if you can see it or not, but I did a kind of look at them. But that right there is the part for the new engine. He just didn't put it on and didn't have the bolts for it. But what I plan on doing is trading the shed right there, you know, the one I was going to put up, and the old motor to do the work to put the other one in. But here's the motor. That's the new motor. And he did have it running, had it hooked up and all, you know, but you know, it's kind of hard to get it running when all that's there. So what I'm going to do, if it'll fit, it looks like it's the same size and everything, but just hook it up, hook this one in like it is. But they're not getting this right here because I want to keep the bar, but they can have the motor. They're not getting my bar because that goes with my cart, and I'm keeping it. I don't care how they feel about it, because all they're doing is getting it running. But I'll have to worry about the reverse forward and stuff later, unless I can jack it up now, you know, make sure it's going to work. But it's got a cool air filter on it, and it looks like a jet engine. It's pretty cool, and it's got everything to it. Yeah, the only thing is the wire harness because of the cord, and he said that get the other one, I should be able to get the ignition with it and give him 20 bucks. You know, but if it'll fit mine, I'll just use my brand new one, and I'll have an extra as a spare. And I'll probably trade that with the cart when somebody buys, you know, have extra parts with it in case somebody needs it. But I told him the guy working on it, supposed to work on it, I told him the shed and the motor, and he can have that. And the old wiring, if I have the new one, he can have the wiring too. Unless we can use it on, unless I can use it on like getting something else working, something like that. But I got to get another rack. You know, I still got to get that in the seats. The main thing I figured out what it was is that the main things I'm going to need now, since I got a new motor that runs. Oh, and the motor, as you can see, has a new carb on it. Brand new carb. And it looks like this one right here is brand new too. That looks brand new for the plug, spark plug. So it's got everything to it, you know. Unlike this one, you know, I'd have to get a new crank housing. I think that's what they call it, crank housing, and the cover, fan cover. You know, but he didn't put the fan back on it like it's supposed to be, so I don't know where that is. It's supposed to be on it, so he must have it with him, which I'm kind of pissed off about that, because it's supposed to be part of it, and it's supposed to be on there. But anyways, if he takes it, it's part of the other one anyway. I ain't worried about it. But he's not getting my battery, and like I said, he's not getting the frame, because for one, it's got the ball on it, and if somebody buys it, you know, they can switch it out and put the ball on it if they want to, so they can have a trailer onto it, something like that. The roll bars I'm not really worried about, you know, the top. But the seats, you know, As I showed you before, you know, the seats need to be replaced. And seeing as how it's cheaper to just buy them, if I get the money that I'm hoping for, I'll just go ahead and get the seats and seat belt. And then I'm gonna just go ahead and get a new one of these. I might get the bars too, I don't know. Just according if they'll tighten up. If not, I'll have to get new ones. But I think they'll be okay, just tighten them up. That's probably all it needs. And that's what I've gotten so far. And as soon as they come and look at it and hopefully put it in, that'd be a good thing. So hopefully next video I'll have it running and everything. And I got the jacks ordered. I got a new stator for this one ordered, but they're not getting it because I paid for it. They'll have to put some money up for it because they're not getting my brand new stator. And it's brand new. They want it, they're gonna have to pay for it. You know, I can't remember, I have to see how much I paid for it, but it wasn't cheap. And the jacks, they're not getting it all, period, whatsoever. But it would be easier to have them, so that way I can, what I plan on doing is putting the jack stands right here on each side, so that way it brings it up, and I can have the tires off the ground, so that way when I start it up, it'll, well, I'm going to do the front too, of course. I may have to put those in the front. I may have to put them right here and raise it up right there in the front. That's about the only place I think of putting there, so that way I can get tires off and do the brakes and stuff. But that's secondary. That's not a big issue. The main thing was getting the motor. But I paid $100 for the motor, and actually I paid $20 for the cable, which I found out that it's a different kind of cable that's on it. See this right here, but it's got the forward reverse, you know, right there. Yeah, and that goes right here, and that's okay like that because that's where the chain goes. But right here is where I have to put this forward reverse, so I have to figure out which one's which, put it there, and then it should work. I just have to finagle it, you know, to where it'll fit and everything, but I'll get it. And then that's the oil thing. I just have to figure out where to put that at. May have to make a place for it, I don't know. Or maybe just sit it on top or something. But it's got all the stuff inside there. So there's no reason for them to take it apart at all, because it does run. They just have to hook everything up, put it on here, and hopefully it lines up on the sides right here and right there, you know, on the two parts right there where that bar goes across, you know, like that one. So basically what it'll be is this right here up to here. It's got that on there, and then on the other side, and then where is it, this piece right here on each side, you know, which it should work. All you do is just take these things out of this one, and it's the same one on there, so it should be okay. And then what I'll do is get some oil stuff, lube stuff, and lube them up, so that way they're not tight or nothing, and make sure they're okay. But you know, right now, as you can see, it does have good shocks on it. I don't know if you can tell or not, but I got some new fuel, and the gas tank, and I found out is, I don't know if you can see inside there, but it's clean. You know, it's not nasty or nothing, not rusted out, stuff like that, which is good. All I gotta do is just take the old gas out, and I've got new gas for it to put in. And I tried to cut the grass today, but I'm gonna have to see if I can find a spring for it, because it doesn't want to stay running and it's real low. So I think that's why as soon as I start cutting grass, you know, it shut off every time. But it'll stay running when I'm doing it. As soon as I start cutting, it sounds like it's too low or something, but I couldn't find any way to adjust it. So I'm just gonna get my tools back that they've got by accident, and put it on there. But that's what I've got so far. So I do have a good motor. I just have to get it put in, and hopefully next video will show it being put in, or been put in and running, and I'll have the key, have it to where I can start it with the key, because everything will be hooked up and running. And like I said, you know, I told them they could have the old motor, which has got compression on it, but I'm not going to fight it. So that's why I got the motor, and I got a good deal on it, I think. And I still got to give him 20 for the, you know, if he ever brings me the wire harness, I'm going to give him 20 for that. You know, hopefully I would have a key with it, so that would be good too. And if it's the same connector, I can just use mine, and I'll have the other one as a spare and put that with the cart. You know, any kind of extra parts and stuff, what I'm going to do is find a bin or something to put it in, and then that way they have the extra parts with it. But the rack will go with it. You know, this one took off, put the other rack with it, you know, put that one on, because it actually looks better. You know, it's about the same type. It looks the same to me. It's just that that one has the ball on it, that one don't. So that's why I'm going to keep that one, and they're not getting that, you know. But what I'll do is let them have the motor, because they already got the flywheel anyway, the plastic fan, and this one's on there, so I ain't messing with it. So, but that's where it stands. I have the motor, and it's a running motor. I just have to get it put in. But thanks for watching, and I believe this is video 3 or 4. And I'm gonna stop counting, and just watch for the next video. You know, it should have it. The next video should be it running. You know, but can't wait. As soon as they get off their ass and do something, I want my motor done, and I'm tired of messing with it. So get it done and over with. They're not getting the motor. They're not taking the motor until it's done, until it's running. And they're gonna have to figure out a way to get the shed, because I don't have no way to deliver it, and I wouldn't do it even if I had it, because they want it. They're gonna have to get it themselves. But that's the way I am anyway. But I gotta work on getting these right here, these fenders. That's gonna be last anyway when I do the painting. That'll be right before I paint it and sand it. And I will probably get new bars, you know, new pieces for it, you know, because they didn't cost that much. Just getting a new thing for it, and the fenders, which the fenders were actually a pretty good deal too. Anyway, you know, the set of them was like $40, something like that, $40, $50, which ain't bad. I think it might have been more. I don't know. I have to look again. But that's it. Oh, this is the thing that goes on there, the for the cover on the side over here. So I do have it to cover. I'll just have to get the bolts out of that one and put it in here, because they're going to get mine running before they take that one. And they're going to take it off that frame, because I'm keeping the frame. So, but that's it. I'll let you know in the next video. I'll show you that it's running. And that's the next time I'll do it. I don't know how long it's going to take, but hopefully by the end of the week. Later.